Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome to Cosmoteer with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to this first impressions episode. So this game has really got my attention very quickly. As soon as I saw it, all I could think of was Reassembly, and considering how much I adore Reassembly, I really want to give this game a go. It has a lot of similar elements, however, it's a little bit more tactical in how you control your craft. It's not a direct control like we have in Reassembly. It's more of a point and click. You click and then the ship's AI does its thing, rather than taking control of the thrusters manually and such. Although it is also a lot more in-depth in that way. There are a lot of weapons choices, and most importantly, right now this game is absolutely free, and there will be a link in the description if you wish to go and download it. There's also a crew system, a power system. Ultimately, it looks really good, and for an early access game, a game which isn't even on Steam yet, it plays really well. I've played it for 10-ish minutes just to make sure the game ran okay before I started recording, and yeah, I really like it already. So, new game, let's go into Bounty Hunter, the regular game, rather than Creative. There we go, I said that a little bit weirdly. Either way, Bounty Hunter, rather than Creative. There we go, I can word sometimes. Here we are, so let's pause time, pressing space. Now thankfully everything is keybindable, which is very nice. A lot of early access games which are this early on sometimes don't have that, so really happy with that. Now I'm not sure about quite a few things, so if I do make a lot of errors, well, that's all par for the course this early on. So let's go into build mode, and as you can see, we have our lovely little people, we have our crew quarters, we have thrusters to go backwards and forwards, we have the turning thrusters and all that good stuff, and then we have the small laser blaster. Now, during my first 10 minutes, all I played around with was the small laser blaster, and it's a boring and yet functional weapon. So naturally, we're going to be derpy for a new player, and we're going to completely remove them. And instead, let's have a look-see at the weapon options we have. There is the Electro Bolt, fires a bolt of electrical energy that deals little damage but can short-circuit enemy systems, causing them to lose power, especially effective against shields, which is this lovely thing here. We then have the small laser, which is the weapon we just removed. We have the ion beam, shoots an extremely powerful beam of ion energy in a fixed direction. We have the standard cannon, the large cannon, and the missile launcher. Now, when it comes to the cannons, you do actually have to build the ammo factory or the missile factory, depending on cannon or missile launcher, and then have the storage. You don't have to have the storage, as there's a little bit of storage natively, but it would be a lot better. I would actually like to try out the cannons. The cannons seem interesting. Fire single rounds of projectile ammunition that can penetrate into an enemy ship, sometimes starting fires. Then the large cannon is very similar, but way more nasty. And that's a 3 wide. So we could have 2 of them. There is mirror mode, which I am so thankful for. But I think, how about if we start off with 2 of the regular cannons? No, I think for now, I think it would be better if we go down the route of the ion laser, and then perhaps put those 2 small lasers back. Like so. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable. Now, in the bottom right, you can see we have a crew and an energy bar, both of which is a recommended and a minimum. Currently, we're a little bit bad on both. So when it comes to power, we have these lovely little batteries being produced at the reactor core. The crew will grab the batteries, take it over to the weapon, and that acts as the ammunition. Of course, we want that a little bit closer. Although the reactors do go boom when they get hit, we really don't want that to get hit. Though also the controller. So I think I'm going to do, this may be a bit silly, is I'm going to turn off mirror mode, put the control room back there, and then let's just remove these 2 for a second, these 2 thrusters. What we're going to do is we're going to put the reactor there. Oh god, that's so vulnerable. This is not a good idea. The reactor there, and then the storage there. So even though we don't have quite enough power, the storage will help during combat, which should be okay. Right, that seems reasonable to me, and then let's put down some small thrusters to replace the ones we just removed. As you can see, there's all doors there, so all of that is lovely and connected, so that seems completely reasonable. Now let's go over into armor, because right now I do not want this section to get hit under any circumstance. So let's just armor up the outside there. Okay, not the prettiest ship in the world. Well, at all, so yeah, not going to win any awards there. There we go. Any shots from the side here, though, should be quite easily deflected. A bit too much armor there, so what we're going to do then is use that space to put down some bunks. So there we go, we now have 12 people. We could put bunks there and there. Or we could, of course, just swap out this corridor. Wouldn't that be a much better idea? I think it would, although we are pretty much out of money. So, all our money is spent, we now have the Doom Laser, and we have some energy storage. Let's unpause time so our lovely people can do their jobs. Can I put a door between here? Because that seems really inefficient. I could if I had money. Okay, so let's go out of build mode. So, as you can see in the bottom right, we have the minimap, which shows us the blips. Now, those blips are enemies we have pretty much no idea of. It's actually quite in-depth what you can do with these things as well. As you can see, here's all the commands. You can also do this in combat, so we try and go behind an enemy or something like that. Now, I'm fairly certain this laser basically always fires directly forward, so that's going to be quite important to remember. Let's fast-forward time till we get to the first enemy. And let's go, almost pausing. So here we are, the first enemy, the Mosquito, which has a really basic weapon and nothing else. So, of course, I want to target the weapon. Now, what I could do is change my positioning. Let's say I should try to get into this position against the enemy so that, as you can see, it'll have an easier job taking out the reactor core. Let's go with that. Let's see if that's a good idea. Still learning the game. Ah, there's the problem, though. He has to kind of turn to do this. So, instead, let's ignore that. Reset. Just go straight for it. Fire the Doom Laser. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the Doom Laser, highly effective. I think we need to be able to turn a bit faster. It seems like if there's a really quick enemy, that's going to get out of our way too easily. And our first enemy is defeated, and we have a little bit more money. And let's repair, and hire some new people, because sadly 2 people were lost during that fight. And let's do some more work. Yeah, we need that. That and that. That's just necessary. That's fine. Everything else is okay. That would be good. Hello there, dead person flying in the background. How are you? I imagine not well, considering he's dead. I'm recording this a little bit late, as you can probably tell. Okay, do I need more speed? No. Do I need more turning? Yes. So let's do this. Oh, do I need... the larger ones are a bit more expensive, as you can imagine, but okay, I think that's fine. We need to reshape the craft up a little bit, I think. Because right now it just looks hideous. But I'm not exactly known for building pretty. Even like that looks slightly better, looks a bit more... I don't know, together, almost? Thank God knows what's going on at the back here, though, with that. Okay, let's remove these back thrusters just for a second. There we go. So then, how am I going to do this? What I think I'm going to do is 1 block of armor. Then I'll have the thruster. Side thruster, there we are, thank you very much. Let's go with the large one, that'll be interesting. Like that. That's cool, yeah, let's go with that, that looks neat. Do we really need corridor space here? Not really, honestly. Even this is just wasteful right now until we get some more money. And then we need thrusters going this way, otherwise it'll think the ship is actually... This is the front, this is the back. I think there's a way to manually tell it which one is which, but I can't remember for the life of me. Okay, where's the thrusters again? Thank you. Mirror mode on. And let's just put these down. Oh dear. Okay, so we can't have the large ones just yet. We can in the future, but for now, let's go with the cheapo ones. And then just a couple of small ones there. Okay, that's reasonable. For now, we'll change it. Our turning's been actually nerfed now. That's how good I am at designing things, but that looks significantly better. Let's go with painting. Ooh, decal. Ooh, there's loads of stuff we can use. Happy days. Okay, paint. Is it just like a plain? Don't really like all the fuzz colours. Ooh, I do like that, actually. I do like that. Let's go with a dark red. We are the shadow. Do we have to paint everything the same colour? Is there any way to select an area? Because I don't really want a single colour, honestly. We could go pink. That would scare the enemy. How about more of a dark, reddy orange? Something like this. Almost a brown, actually. No, I think just going for clean white is probably the best. It just looks clean. Decals. Aha, I can just remove them. Excellent. So when it comes to paint, let's try it again. Can I? No, I can't select. No, it is. It does seem to be just the whole thing. Let's remove the old ones because they make no sense anymore. Thank you. Go away. Shoe. Same with you. I said same with you. There we go. Loads of stuff we could add. Laugh. Oh, laugh would actually fit pretty well. Let's go with dark red. Like that, thank you. L. Wait, where is A? I am blind. I literally lost where A was then. Yep, I'm a special dumpling. I am a very special dumpling. Laugh. Oh, I feel special now. Then we could add all sorts of other things, like smiley faces. Yay! That's awful. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, I love how that gap is actually taken into account, so it's not just spraying space. Do that again over there. Oh, that looks neat. That looks edgy as anything. I love it. Wait, I can do something with the crew? Oh, I can change their shirts. They are all red shirts. That will go just fine. Okay, let's continue. So now then, let's go onwards to our next battle. The thing we must save up for is the FTL drive. With this, we can go to the other zones, which I haven't actually done yet. If we go into the main map section, as you can see, here is our little galaxy. So we can jump from one planet to the other, each of which has a danger level. Now, I haven't actually jumped yet, even once, so I don't really know about the difficulties. It seems like it goes from amateur up to professional, and then there's these horrible looking red ones like Vanguard and Elite. So I don't quite know the order. It seems like the amount of lines on the shield is pretty much the difficulty, with us really wanting to stick with amateur as much as possible, since that's exactly what we are. Okay, let's just move our butts over in this direction. In fast forward, of course. Okay, slow down, let's go to half speed, and honestly, just straight ahead like that is probably the best. Since we have our front-facing laser, we do want that to go straight through to its energy core. There we go, lovely bit of laser damage there. Focus on the gun, actually. Just pause time for a second, there we go. Focus on the gun with the little side guns. See if we can take one of those out before it does too much damage to us. The laser is now cutting through the center, doing quite a lot of damage, actually. There goes one of the armor pieces, now damaging its core. There we go, took out one of the guns. We're seemingly okay. Thankfully, we do have the whole picture-in-the-picture thing, which is nice. So close, come on, now focus on that core, just take it out. I love that laser so much. Oh, target defeated. Lovely. Although I would like cannons, honestly. I still want to do cannons, mostly because it allows us to do a bit of serious building work with the whole ammo factories and storages. I imagine craft in this game can get ridiculously big, which I'm very happy with. I also love how the crew system works, with the crew actually taking things from one place to the other to power the weapons and such. That's just so freaking cool. I love this game. As a concept, I adore this game. Definitely combining features of a lot of previous games into something I'm very happy with, and the fact it's currently free makes me even happier. Come on, little guy. Oh, a little bit too fast there. Let's go back to normal time, and this is the same enemy, so once again, just focus on the side gun. Oh, didn't mean to be in fast forward there. Whoops-a-daisy, my bad. I wonder if just spamming those small guns would be good. I imagine it probably would be for taking out their weapons and such. They're also very, very cheap. Lovely, and that seems to be all of the enemies in this sector. So, what we need now then is the FTL drive. Let's go to build mode and have a look-see. So that's very expensive, actually. How are we going to do this then? Don't really have all that much space. Okay, so let's remove these for a second. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. You can just go there for now, since we don't really have much space anyway. So much stuff to use for this space anyway. Then we can upgrade these thrusters a little bit, so we're a little bit quicker if we do need to run away. Anything else we can do? We still have 5,000 resource left. We do need some more people. So let's just shove these here, like so. That's quite expensive, actually, but there we are. We have now reached the recommended. In fact, we're slightly above the recommended. We don't have enough power, but thankfully... Hello, random person. But thankfully, of course, we do have the power storage there, which is very, very helpful. We could just add some structure for the sake of it. Oh, I was hoping that this structure could just go over other stuff. It seems less than solid. Okay, it seems solid, but it seems very fragile. Perhaps it was more of a decorative thing. I would prefer that. Remove you. Then we could go ahead and do this, because this is very, very cheap. Though that should really go like there, but that's fine for now. Looks a little bit weird. I think the overall shape of the craft I'm not happy with. Once we have some more money, I would like to overhaul it completely. Especially if we move to cannons, we could very easily just do a complete rebuild. So that's very likely what I'm going to do in the future. How about if we just do this for now? I don't know, just something at the back. It looks really, really bland at the moment. Well, for now, we don't really have the money to do anything too special. I'm not overly happy with how the ship looks, but it's functioning okay. I definitely need to add more shape to it, though, in the not-so-distant future. So, now that we have the FTL drive and we have some FTL fuel, let's go ahead and jump over to the next planet. So how does this work, then? Spinning up FTL drives. There we go. And... plink! We're in a brand new zone, with lovely enemies to kill. Excellent. Let's go ahead and kill some of them then. The wing bat. Okay, it's pause time. Let's focus on that one, which seems to be shooting at us a lot more than the others. Has some... oh, what a good way to build that. So it's got the corner there, then most of the gun is actually protected. With us, oh, to be fair though, ours are also just as protected, so... still a cool way to do it on the side though, don't really think about that, since they are on a sort of turret at the end. Oh, seems like we've took out their control ability since they're now kind of spinning out. Ooh. That looks painful. Just slowly roasting it all over. It's going to be a beautiful cooked chicken by the end of this. Now let's go for the core. In fast forward! There we go, lovely bit of extra money for us. Repair, there we go. So now we have a bit more money. We do have point defense, which is fairly cool. Ineffective versus ships. What can it actually shoot down? Enemy missiles, which we haven't really seen yet. Since we're still in the noob-friendly zone, I imagine we won't be seeing missiles for quite some time. Do we want to add more weapons now? Because we kind of could. It wouldn't be the best for our power, but oh my god, we could totally put 2 here, just like how we just saw. Yeah, that fits far too perfectly. Okay, we'll keep those two, although now our turning has been quite significantly weakened, so we will need to put the turning things back. There we go. Yeah, we really need more power. Like, we really, really need more power. We also have these, which I haven't tested out yet. The moving walkways allows crew to travel faster, but only in one direction. I imagine, once again, for larger ships. This must be like a baby when it comes to ship size. We're also a few people down. I'm a dum-dum with that. I just put down more beds to compensate, rather than just hiring back the people who died in the fight. Lessons learned, I suppose. Now, we can actually make more than one ship, which is really cool. However, I've heard tell there's a few issues when you travel to new worlds about that, so something to be concerned about. So much better. Look at the 4 guns we have now. Okay, pause. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, repair, and rehire the crew. We have 12,000, how about you? We could just sell the FTL core for now and simply bring it back later. Do you get all the money back? I don't think you do you? That's the problem with that. How much is the FTL? The FTL is 15,000, we can sell it for 10,000. Okay, yeah, so buying and selling, not the best idea. So we'll leave it, then after the next fight, we can add a second generator. I will always call them generators, I'm sorry. Blame Reassembly for that. No, that gun, there we go. Can we take out that gun before it even fires at us? That would be awesome if we could. Now change target. Yeah, having 4 of those guns, the difference that's made is phenomenal. However, as you can see in the mini thing here, the picture-in-a-picture, we are suffering for power. We really are. We just need another one now. Once again, lightly toasting all around the enemy vehicle. As you do. I do love the death laser. Go and give it a hug. Now, I wonder if there's a way to make it so you turn towards the enemy a bit more when you're moving into the new positions, I should say. Like, maybe it's just a matter of you should do it in smaller steps. I don't know. Either way, let's just build that. That's just a little weird thing to think about, on my part at least. So now we can afford a second reactor. I would like it here, honestly. However, there is something there, which I think is the fire extinguisher, if I'm actually correct. Yeah, the fire extinguisher. Well, we're not really fighting enemies which can use fire at the moment, so... Clink, there we go, 2 generators. Also known as 2 reactors. I will try to say the correct thing eventually, I promise, I promise. It does make us slightly vulnerable, though, having both of these reactors at the very front. I also would like to test out the shield, which sadly would replace our main death laser, but would make us significantly more defensive. I don't know. Let's just kill the last fellow here, I think then we can call it a day for our first experience. Okay, let's have a look-see. Oh, you actually have a cannon, okay. Very cool. My speech is going horribly wrong right now. Please kill that cannon before it fires at us. Thank you. I suppose that's what those little lasers are so good at, just taking out specific parts. Accurate, quick and cheap. And there we go. So, for now then, I am going to call this episode. I really, really do hope you've enjoyed. So, if you have enjoyed Cosmoteer, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that this is a game you may like to see in the future covered on this channel. It's a work in progress game. I don't think there's enough in it right now for a long drawn out playthrough, but it is being updated fairly regularly, and once again, free game, and I do like to watch games as they're being developed. So I really do hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can build some more complexity in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.